Figured I'd just send a quick video message. Might be faster than trying to type this out. So the way that I typically will handle the disagreement, or someone challenging the way that I'm working or the way that I am setting plans for the day, or sequencing, whatever it might be, is I will typically I have a conversation with them first, bring up the problem, say, hey, we're disagreeing on this stuff. This is what's going on. I'm thinking one way, you're thinking another. It's not that my way is better than yours or anything like that. And you have to address that first off. The next thing that I would do would be to go to him as well at the beginning of a day and say, hey, I'm looking for input. As a team or as a group, let's discuss what we think we can accomplish for the day. How should we approach this? Who's best to task where? I'm thinking of this approach. I'm thinking of setting these ladders up over here. I'm thinking of doing this. I'm thinking of doing that. What do you think? And outright ask for their input and get that back from them. And as you're doing so, that will create a little more trust and also allowing them then to say, hey, I think we should do it this way, and then make a mistake or it not go so well. And it's about learning with each other and getting feedback from each other and being open to trying new things in different ways of going about them. So there are times where you will know that what you're thinking is going to be the best way, but you have to let guys not necessarily fail, but you have to give them a little bit of control in order to experience that maybe what they're thinking might not be best. And so this is part of a growth as a crew or as a team and even as a company to learn those aspects. And so if you guys are continually butting heads, you have to give him a chance. So if you're constantly shooting him down and saying, no, I've already said what we're going to do it this way, he doesn't have an opportunity or an outlet or to be able to share what he thinks will work. Now, if he just is continuing just taking the other way, well, that could be a major issue, and it's not necessarily your fault. But you're going to have disagreements on what direction to take a particular plan for a day, task for a day, different projects. That's just going to happen. But like I said, you have to give it a little bit of time, give them a little bit of leeway, try it their way. I used to have new members of my team all the time coming in. I'd hire somebody new and they'd be like, hey, we did it this way. Like, okay, I've had some experience doing some of that stuff. Outright, I'm sorry, our process is our process. We're going to do these things, but I'm interested in what you said here. I've given this example many times. Years ago, I had a guy that came in and he's like, why aren't you using 18-inch rollers? I want to use one. It's like, we do interiors of houses, mostly residential, bedrooms, living rooms, things like that. I just don't see where they fit in. We've been using 9 inches. It works. It's fine. Well, he finally was like, come on, just let me show you how productive this can be. Like, all right, fine. We got a project coming up. Why don't we use the 18 inches on ceilings? Let's give it a shot. We'll be in it for a while. Sure. So we did, and of course, way more productive. And so he had an idea. Instead of just shooting it down, I wanted to give it a chance, and it actually really helped. And then we started using 18 inches in 12 by 12 bedrooms. The only thing we didn't use an 18 on would be like a bathroom or an accent wall or something like that. Instead, we just started using them all the time. It was a learning moment for me, but had I been just, no, this is my way, that's it, I would have never done them, and I would have never become more efficient, and we wouldn't have had all that progress, and we wouldn't have been getting through jobs faster. So there are certain things you have to be open to and be able to listen to and to be able to learn from different people. Other times, differently, and then it's just still giving them an opportunity to fail or to give it a shot, so that way they see that you're giving it a chance, but then giving reasons why not. So that may be something that you have to do and see how that works. But have a calm conversation with him in the morning. Try and include him in that discussion of what you're going to be doing, who's going to be doing what, and try to have that as a team and see how that turns out. He just may be one of those that is going to change his mind, or he's not going to be a team player. He doesn't do well with that, and then that'll show, and then we may have to decide to go a different direction with him. But that'll be something that will have to be played out and give him more opportunity, see what happens. But I guess what I'm getting at mostly is you're going to have those disagreements. It's about trying to include somebody else in those decisions on what to do when and all of that, and a game plan for the day. You never know what they may be thinking or what you may not be realizing, and you have to hear from the other side to be able to go, oh, that's actually a great idea, let's do that. So having those conversations, they could be 3-5 minutes, shorter, whatever it is. Sometimes it's a 10-minute quick little tailgate, quick little meeting at the beginning of the day. Hey, this is what we'd like to get done by the end of the day. Here's how I'm thinking of playing it out. Anybody have any suggestions? and doing it that way. And now you're getting input. He now has an opportunity to give input at that point in time and share what he's thinking. If he keeps his mouth shut, then, well, that's on him. You gave him an opportunity. So that's how I would handle it. This went on a little longer than I expected, but hopefully maybe a piece of it will help and you'll be able to work with it. Sorry I don't have like a end-all be-all solution to it. You're always going to have guys that are going to be thinking differently or have different thoughts. It's just how do you try to mesh that together and give opportunities to each other to share and give input on a project and what should be done. And then, tag team that where, hey, one day, hey, let's do it your way. Next day, hey, we did yours yesterday, let's try mine today. Things like that should hopefully start making that kind of run a little smoother and hopefully smooth things out a little bit so you guys aren't always button heads. So I hope that helps. Let me know, if you have other questions or if I'm way off base or something like that and this wasn't help at all. But I figured I'd, again, just send a quick video and share that, and hopefully maybe trying one or two of those things will accomplish something for you and you guys can work a little better together.